Hello everyone, and welcome to the latest Worlds of ZZT livestream. I'm Dr. Das, curator of the Museum of ZZT, and I will be your tour guide today for another episode of 24 Hours to Go, the series in which we've been taking a look at every single 24 Hours of ZZT game ever made. We're currently making our way through the Spring 1999 competition. The topic, as you may have been able to guess from this title screen shown here, was fear. We've been getting a lot of scary games. I don't think anything's been particularly scary, except for being stuck in space with a creepy psychologist who has a crush on you. So far, that's been the scariest. That might change today. Today, I think we're actually going to hit this one here on this title screen here, which goes to the contest winner. So I think we're going to see the actual winner today. We've seen some of the other top 3 entries. Those are the only scores we know for this one. Hello, Zin. We saw Zenith's Night Terror. No, that's the only one we saw so far. That one was top 3, and so far, I haven't super agreed with that. See if the number 1 spot is as good as they said it was back then, or we'll see if opinions change 25 years on. That being said, let's jump into our first game for today. Good news, everybody. It's Infestaphobia by coolzx, who just a few weeks ago was the subject of a Friday stream where we were playing Infestation. No, we played 2, not 3. What am I saying? Infestation 2. I think this is actually in between the first and second game, so we're really going all over the place with this series. But if you couldn't guess, this guy's good at making some, horror art, I would say. I love this title screen. Look at this thing. Monstrosity. You know you're in for something good when this guy's name shows up. Well, this guy looks a little nervous about it. The world is dangerous now, with mutant centipedes roaming the caves and sewers, deadly arachne disease, rumors about people with arachne painfully turning... I don't know why they'd call it arachne if it turns you into a centipede, but okay. Turning into a centipede, and how centipede hatchlings pop out of their stomachs keep on entering your ears. But you can't think about such things. Your name is Carl. You have Infestaphobia. This new fear spreading worldwide. People are afraid of the disease that causes centipedes to hatch out of your body. Unsurprisingly. Anyone who previously had arachnophobia or any fear of bugs and insects can easily become infestaphobic. I bet. Something strange is happening now. You are arrested by strange men one morning and taken to a lab. It is fun seeing what this guy can cook. He only has 1 day. They threw you into a tunnel and gave you a gun. They covered up the opening. Why are they doing this? What have I done? Why did they give me this gun? This is a plot. Being forced against our will into an infestation game. And it's looking like we're sticking to the classics here. Not getting any explanation at all, though, of what we need to do. Is kill all the centipedes, otherwise we can't leave. We're explaining that food means health. That's something. This is definitely a good fit for 24 Hours of ZZT game, because you you scribble a little cave wall, you put some centipedes and ammo in it, and you're good to go. It can be as long or as short as you want it to be. Not take time to hammer out levels like this, I'm sure. Yeah, very zigzaggy. Glad they left so much food in these caves for me. Carl seems like a hungry guy. Suppose we're deathly afraid of these creatures. So the second one was at its most fun, I think, when it kind of went off the rails and had us going through, like, a town, trying to hunt down a dude for some reason. I'm curious if we're going to get anything remotely like that in this, or if it really is just going to be, like, a dozen or so boards of shoot the centipedes and move on. Perfectly playable little action title. But it is feeling a bit uninspired. You definitely need a more goofy story. Tell me more about the strange men that arrested me and threw me in a cave, which is what being arrested means. Why is it just... It's the bug maze south from the starting board in town of ZZT. That's really all we're doing here. And we seem to have established that food. Can I shoot the food? No. Right. Anything else? More centipedes. I think playing this actually is so recently after another one in the series to this game's detriments. I feel like I've already done this. Gotta give me something. Something unique. Some twist. Maybe one of the giant boss fights from the other games. Give me more horrifying art of, like, dudes turning into spiders. And centipedes. No. Oh, hang on. Enter a large room with two huge boulders in the middle. The rest of the cave continues on to the west. Okay. I mean, I appreciate the description. Why did this room get a description? Why are these two boulders so important? Also, extremely generous on the health compared to the last game I played. Gotta be nice to the judges. It's very important they managed to beat the game. All the items, and I'm forgetting to actually shoot the centipede. Ammo is getting a little tighter. This might be like the last one, where I did end up eventually having to just, like, start deliberately walking into some of these enemies. That's really all we got. This feels more like a game made in an hour than 24. Use any variety. No. 2 centipedes, and you will like it. least I got a good shot. These boards even... Okay, yeah. Uninspired names, too. Oh, how long is this? Boy, I hope it's not 20 boards of this. I really want anything to be different. Just to give me hope that different things can even happen. Every level the same as this. I genuinely couldn't even tell you if this is like harder than the previous levels or not. Also samey. And I'm leaving alive like an idiot. Food means health. Really is gonna be 20 boards of just this. This is not holding my interest for 20 boards. I speed it up just slightly. If I make it too fast, it will actually become difficult. Maybe that's the secret of this game. I gotta say, it's not a good sign if I'm speeding up your game for... Oh, wait. Oh. Was there a passage there to begin with? Or did I just not notice that there wasn't a passage out? We're gonna find out. Are we on? Oh, good. Good guess. Okay, well, it's not going to be 20 boards, thanks to a lot of toolkits for pretty much using nothing but dark gray. Okay, there was a passage here. Well, grate opens. Ah. When did the passage disappear? We got, like... I moved? Did the door opening destroy the passage? Wait, wrong level. Sorry, there... Okay, no, you did just forget the passage. Game is way too samey. I'm looking at the wrong level and not even realizing it. You forgot to put a passage. How did you do this? Yeah, okay, so this game really was probably just hammered out in like half an hour. A man drew his dude, then that was 90% of the work, I think. Okay, well. So everybody else has to, like, cheat their way. Yeah. Just put one more of these guys in, like, level 5 or something. It would just do so much more to make the experience tolerable. It would feel like all these levels are leading up to something. Okay. Cool big centipede. You come face to face with your greatest nightmare. The giant creature roars. Your heart pumps faster and faster. Okay, we do got stars. Zooming right between the mandibles. That's not draining anything. What about the mandibles themselves? Find the weak point. Let's tail. The other moving parts? Hey, is this boss also broken? Did you not finish your boss and then remove the passage? Is there like a fake wall here? Where do I shoot this thing? We are running out of spots. Editor, tell me. Bossa Nova. We are looking for something to send life. Go. Okay, not between the eyes, definitely. Brain. That's, I would assume, shoot the brain, right? 2310? Okay, here's a... Nope, okay. That's brain is in the thinking part. That tells everything to do everything. Not the brain. Gotta be one of these. Bang. Not arm. There's the melee attack. Hands 2. And 1. I don't think you can kill this guy. Nope, shoot, not shot. I don't think this is beatable. I'm just gonna search the code itself real fast. In case I missed it there, but I don't think there's called. Let me just look for things that react to shot. There are no shot labels in this game, so no, you can't kill this centipede. What? How did they... Like, it's easy to say, oh, they ran out of time, or like... I don't know, they didn't test it or something, but like... It's like a two-liner. It's just... whatever that object was called, go. That's it. Now the boss works. So why didn't he do that? Why did he forget to give it a weak point? Especially when it's so clearly meant to just be this, where, you know, the mandibles will, like, block your shots. So, a centipede game full of bugs. Yeah, I guess there's no exit passage. Or board exit. What happened here? That's not how you spell passage. Dang. Well, sorry. The end. No ending either. We got the art in. I think that's cool. I hope that that's not a bit much for anybody. Good ending screen. Was there a credits board? I just wanted to not linger on the big surprise that this guy is gonna have a centipede burst from his chest. What's the other? End. By me. Yeah. Copyright. It doesn't make sense. Even like, it's a 5 minutes is more than enough time to fix all the bugs in this game. I don't get it. It's not even like a bug, it's just stuff that wasn't even implemented. Like, he must have been aware. He just didn't make the centipede boss beatable, and then he's like, well, I'm definitely gonna draw this really cool picture that's gonna be the highlight of the game for Anybody? Kinda weird. I wish we had some more information on this one. Wish it came with a little menu. Some backstory to it, but no, this is all we get. Just have to forever wonder what happened to the Centipede boss in the passage. Well, so much for that. Dang, if I had known, we could have just played the first board and looked at the editor, because there's not anything else there. Well, I guess that's it for Infestaphobia. I'll have to try the next game. When Newbies Attack. Laser. Okay. Colorful title. Which of these is the newbie? Are we just gonna play Infestation again? This is a Resident Evil type game. You are on a quest to stop King Newbie, evil chemical-based monsters. He has not stopped. These monsters will make it into the ZZT portal and raid the directories with newbie games. Oh, and by the way, this is you blowing the living, what, out of a BIOS. AKA the green chemical dude with a hole in his chest. Good luck. Thank you, Blazer. Yeah, well, this seems like a game that would directly compare to Infestation. Boy, I'm sure glad that dark digital case is over. Some people will never learn. Better go check on the chief. Who are we? What's going on? Is this a sequel? Gross bathroom up there. Place your guns in the bin. Okay. Transporters. Yeah, this is... So... They're also all open air toilets. Which is worrying. This is what it's like for the police? Are we the police? Are we special forces? What are we? There's a chief. That's all I really know. Back so soon? Well, that's a good thing, because we got some weirdo trying to get into the... Oh. E? No? Hey, can you read that? ZZT. Yeah, that's it. Well, he's trying to get into the What You Said portal. Come back in the morning for your briefing. Got a lot of E's before I's. Okay. Oh. Gonna get a game room in here, I see. Oh. He just left at the office. Oh, no. We were supposed to start down here in the empty spot. Passage error. Fair enough. Oh, they cleaned the bathrooms. Made me say it. Flush. Okay. Freaking toilet. Sorry, totally it. Game room steel construction. Alright, Chief. What you got? Glad you can make it. Choice? No. Okay. We have just gotten word that several people have spotted trails of green goo leading to Elm Street. Follow the trail. It should lead to the weirdo's hideout. He makes it into the ZZ3, that portal. Any little boy's lives will be destroyed. Now, normally I wouldn't care, but But even I get scared when hundreds of angry women start yelling at you. We're going in a direction with this. So just follow that damn trail and get this over with. Sir. Here. Classic guy. Bad guys are really getting good at hiding the secret hideout. Guess I'll take another drive around the block. I passed it. Gee, I wish they would put up a sign that said hideout. It would make my life easier. Sir? Cop drove right past us. Damn it, we always make the sign too small. Well, note. Make sign bigger. Sir. Okay. We're being silly with it. 3 rooms. 3 rooms. Oh, we got some ammo now. Are we gonna get, like, killed if we pick the wrong one? Because that's the vibe I'm getting here. Oh, we're just getting, like, a weirdly positioned Resident Evil mansion. Open the crate and find a rifle. Twice as good as my crappy handgun. An ammo glitch? Nope. Good job. You did it right. Okay, door number 3 it is then. More passages? Oh, no. Odd-looking statue thing with an inscription. If you are a nice cop, please do not pull the switch. Thank you. Oops. Little monster. Well, that sign couldn't stop me, because I couldn't read it until after I threw the switch. Don't make it look like a passage, and I won't be so reluctant to touch it. Okay, gun zombie? What are we dealing with here? Ooh. Fancy blood effects. Okay. So the reason you don't do this is because, you know, now there's water blocking the way. And, you know, if I lured that guy up here and he put some water around here, he could block me and I wouldn't be able to proceed. And that would be bad. I killed the first one and I thought, ah, okay, he did it, you know, somewhat smarter way. At the very least, he wasn't, like, overriding the walls. But then this one over here did, in the same direction. I don't know what's going on. I think we're just kind of hoping that killing these guys doesn't cause problems. And since they seem to be running in kind of a fixed pattern, I guess we probably won't have to worry about that. But we'll see. Yeah, okay, they're just moving in little squares. Which also stops them from shooting each other. Oh, but no, now these ones are just turning into a red fake. Very well. Dead body? Oh, Tim Sweeney. Hey, you're Tim Sweeney. What are you doing in a closet? I never. Oh, wait. That's not out mouth. Thank you. You must stop the evil Newbie from destroying my creation called ZZT. You know about his really, really superly evil plan. He is deleting ZZT games that he says are good. And then in a programming room, he is making Newbie games and uploading them. The fiend. That's horrible, isn't it? Okay. Wasn't expecting Tim to show up. This isn't even the first game in this 24 Hours of ZZT where he's made an appearance. Oh, okay, locked door. That makes that easy. Oh, a big guy. This is doing a much better job of action than Infestaphobia is, just by virtue of it not being the exact same thing. Lord. I wonder if that rifle actually... Why do I have 9 flags? Here. A moose, cow, V, bear, gone, free, killed, died. Sure. That's a lot. I'm curious though if like the enemies do die in one hit only because I picked up that rifle. Wow. Good dodger. Oh. Oh, there we go. Okay. We somehow didn't have any RPG battles last week. After the first week had like 3 in the 4 games we played. Now I see we're getting back into Frog versus you. Good frog. We are pressing keys for that music. Frog slaps you with his wings. And fire off a round. Back. Oh. This is not much of an RPG engine. You have defeated Frog. Gained nothing. No hell. That was quick. A little too quick. Gore. Damn straight, bitch. What a silly game. Why are there 30? Oh, because it's going to be at the top. Yeah, cutscene. Those files, damn it. I don't want any good games left when I'm back. Understood? Yes, miss. Oh no, they have already started to delete files. I might be able to save a couple of good games so ZZT doesn't turn into a complete nightmare. Where are they making all the games that they are going to upload? Okay, people, I want every keyboard and mouse unplugged and on the floor. Oh. The game decided that I shot him. What do you rejects think this is? Assholes are busted. I want someone to tell me where you're programming. How is this not the programming room? Go in the hallway with the stairs. Right door leads to the room. Why are we busy? Very hard now, was it? None of them seem to have complied. Hard. Guess. Oh, okay. That's kind of neat. I guess that's what the killed flag is. It's paying attention to the fact that I killed those zombies. How's Tim Sweeney holding up? It's been better. Oh, that's close enough. That'll get me where I need to be. Okay. I'm so confused. Where am I going? Okay, this timeline doesn't have the duplicate here, so I need to be on the other copy of this board. Okay, so you're alive again. Oh, okay, we beat the boss. I guess this is a new room? What? I'm extremely confused by all of this. My goodness. How do y'all make something so difficult to navigate? Okay. So wait, we killed the monster, watched the cutscene, we met the programmers. Okay. Yeah, this is the room. Okay. What? The door leads back in here. This is starting to freak me out. I better check out these computers. Oh, ow. Finished uploading. We're bad at this. Okay. Port these uploads. Let's find their ZZT folder. Here it is. I'll just add some STK and some music. Take away these yellow borders. There we go. They're still deleting everything it said, which seems bad. Go home. Wait, shit, no door. I thought I might find it here. It's Newbie. You're the really, really evil guy everyone is bitching about, huh? Yes, I guess that would be me. Well, somehow found a way to stop me from deleting all the good I did? From deleting all the good ZZT games and fixed up 1/6 of the ones I have uploaded. Wow. I'm very good at this. I'll soon pay for that. Well, I'm off to the realm of ZZT. Have a nice day. Oh wait, double shit. Must be the portal. Okay, so we repaired a game. Whoa! Oh. That's the end? Not how I expected it to go. Thanks for playing and crap. No, I don't think ZZT is all that bad. Look out for the sequel. Newbies on the block. Oh, was that why they were buzzing? Because they're newbies? That's what we were going for? Everything by Blazer. What the hell? This is gonna flash like mad as soon as I close this window when we hit the actual endgame. So we're not gonna look at that. Yeah. It's not good. I made the correct call. Yeah, or the new bullshit. I'm not really sure on that. Kind of getting some duds today. Both of which are like almost something. I don't know. Let's hope that first place winner is actually as good as they said it was. Well, you know it's a good sign when the game immediately pops up a window. Welcome. Up and down change selection. Right selects the one you are on. Please, when you are about to play, don't just press P. Some flags need to be cleared. Select play the game. Good. What did you do? Jay Anderson presents the Psychiatric Ward. Oh boy. I'm sure this will be a very tasteful game. Tell me all about this great game. I like this title screen effect, though. Good sunburst. Well, 24 Hours of ZZT game. That's about all that needs to be said. By the way, I had a hard time coming up with a game dealing with this topic, but I think that's a good topic anyway. Here's the story. Those wacky patients at the mental hospital have turned violent? Ah, you have been taken and put in a hospital in the psychiatric ward because you were the leading ZZT programmer. Oh, okay, we are doing something different. Thank goodness. This was very threatening to somebody, so he brainwashed you and made you think that you had an emotional breakdown because of your many fears. Polyphobia. Name like, ooh. Homophobia? Pyrophobia? Xylophobia? Xanthophobia? Find out later. I've got no idea on any of these. Pyro. Is that the same pyro as in like hieroglyphics? Is that going to be like words or? I'm excited for xylophobia because like, what is it if it's not xylophones? You're in the hospital against your free will. You want nothing more than to get out. Also, near the end, I didn't care and just made the game end. Oh boy. Okay. Of the day. Arizona time. Fancy. Hot topic, pondered ideas. Started working. Finished. Good timeline. About the creator? I don't actually know who this is. I'm unfamiliar with this name. I'm not new to ZZT. I just haven't really been in the ZZT scene. I found this little contest on the internet and thought that it would be fun, so I signed up. I was there when ZZT started, but I haven't played in years. Actually, wait. Jay Ander. Son or Sen? Well, let's look up Ander. How? Yeah, okay, actually, we do have some stuff credited to this guy. Jay's 3D Maze and Tic-Tac-Toe. Both of which are dated like 98 and 99. For a second, I thought this might be like one of the really old heads. Haven't played in years. Or at least one of the old heads that we know about. This is my first try at a real game. Have fun. I mean, if this is your first ZZT game and you're making it in a single day and this is your title screen, fairly optimistic. Still very worried about the fact that I have to clear flags on the title screen. The menu no longer works. Suppress P to play. Good. Watch that effect all day. Hospital prison break. Favorite kind of prison. Again, really emphasizing we must have fun. Place to hide things. Stay outside. Okay, break the window. What? Hello, I'm Dr. Bob. Here to help you with your xanthophobia. How appropriate that it's me that helps you. You know, because I'm all yellow. Oh. Get it? Xanthophobia? Yellow? Anyway, please just step out this way. Is that just a fear of the color yellow? Like I have no mouth and I must scream? Should I... Rafferty. Remember the day. Exposure therapy? Is that where we're going for? Uncomfortable, aren't you? I mean, yeah. Not so much because of the color yellow. But, have fun. Phobia is a fear of wood. Oh, hang on. There's something happening in the walls. Oh, hold up. What are we doing here? Are we going someplace interesting? You're here. So glad that I made it to you now, even after 10 years. Who are you? They must have brainwashed you. You're the greatest ZZT programmer to live. They kidnapped you years ago because you were a threat to... Guard 3 to base, we have an intruder. Oh, speaking of. Try to escape. Thank you for the follow. Oh. You will not be... Good, I'm glad I don't actually have to do this maze. Person seems to have been figuring out all the tricks. Doing the title screen player clone stuff and weird teleporting, which was completely unnecessary on this board. Wait, actually, get back. We put a board edge here? Yo, hold up. Actual player is... Okay, no, for a second I thought that was a Atlas player clone. I thought we were doing the trick player. Okay, no. Normal stuff. Here he is. Could have just used a passage, but yeah, your way works too. So, my years of brainwashing have been ruined. Not really. I don't know who I am, or what I'm supposed to be. Well, I guess I'm apparently a good ZZT programmer. You still have me, like, trapped in a hospital in the 90s, so I'm not doing a lot of ZZTing. Obviously, you don't remember. I brought you here because you were pushing ZZT too far. Now that you know about the past again, I'm going to have to kill you. Guards, take care of him. Here. Run. Do I punch him? It did say the game ends abruptly, and I'm really hoping that it's not that. This was just starting to go somewhere. Dang it! Message immediately gets over. Please tell me how many boards there are. Oh, not a lot. There's an exit to the right. I was expecting a Jansen reveal, but that would have, like, gone in the Megazooks direction and not pushing ZZT too far. I think this is just how the game ends. Which kinda sucks, because this is the first one we've seen today that, like, I was like, oh yeah, tell me more. I wanted to see where it was gonna go. Well, let me look at the editor for this. I don't know. What number are we on? No. 8. Yeah. Start. Yellow. Oh, we were able to, like, ignore him. No, we weren't. Left to a tunnel board. Like, there's other exits. So... Okay. So, there should be an exit then. And guards. Hill. Wait, what is this? Guards are told to loot. Start moving. Run, kill. Or shot. So they have to be shot 2 times very quickly. Otherwise, they restore shot and reset their health. So I think I do need them to. What's helper do here? Something will happen when one of them is shot twice. Helper. Where's helper? 69. Okay, but they both have to die. And I don't have ammo. So either I missed something early on. My guy here. Was I supposed to, like, loot his body? No. Is there... Oh, they mentioned hiding things. Oh, okay. I missed my stockpile of peas. Over the last couple of months, you have managed to amass a stock of peas. With your late-night practice at that wall, you are nearly 100% accurate with the straw, homebrew pea shooter, and deadly with the dried-out one. That's great, actually. Okay, so I'm supposed to have 100 peas. Tired and no more treasure. More peas. I like that one. Okay. Faster to just cheat for the ammo at this point. So, that's good at least. I'm glad it doesn't end like this. I think it just brought that dude to my door so fast that I was like, oh, I'm supposed to hide something here myself, not that I already did. How well can we kill these? Okay. I gotta also give them credit, though. These guards use bind. Wow. And they just got my ass. The guards use binds. So normally that makes it so you can't really have them take multiple hits. But the regenerating health mechanic means that it still works out, which is actually really clever. The idea that you have to defeat your enemies with multiple quick attacks, or they all heal up. There might be an action game concept there, and I'm really surprised that a game in 1998 just kind of did this, apparently. I've never seen a ZZT game do that. I think that alone. Plus, it makes the friendly fire like not so much of an issue because they're healing that damage off pretty much immediately. It has to be the player who gets to be more aggressive with their shooting. It solves a lot of problems doing it that way. Yeah, so like they can't kill each other, and you could also put like 100 of them on a board. Like one of the big that solves 2 of the big stumbling blocks of ZZT action games in a pretty solid way. Now, actually, have a bunch of enemies on the board without immediately running out of memory because you're allowed to use binds. And also, they're not going to constantly just kill each other without the player doing anything. That's good. That's really good. That's like, hey, how good is it actually? I would love to see this taken to more than just 2 enemies. See how solid it is. Oh, you're good. Oh. Multitudes. Oh. Who is this? Other guy. I don't know how to open this door. And how'd you get in? Don't expose the many holes in the plot. Just open the door. Connected to the ZZT security system that you designed. Try to remember. Maybe I truly am the world's greatest ZZT programmer here if I'm solving the action game dilemma. Oh, okay. Probably. Not Dawdle. Must have something to do with the writings on my cell wall. Remember the day. What day? I guess it's going to be the date of the contest? Oh, it's 428 because that's my 24 hours of ZZT. Get it? Day of ZZT. Were they still calling it that? Hey, it was a stretch. I feel like this is the first contest where Day of ZZT hasn't really been showing up. People keep saying, 24 HOZ. Close that window without paying enough attention. It was 428. I think those are the words that came out of my mouth. Good. Oh, he tripped on a rock and died. What a shame. Okay. This is the content I was expecting from a game about a psychiatric ward in the 90s. Okay, well, at least this guy's having fun mooing. What about you, person running laps around the fountain? Cannot be interrupted. I'm free? How do I talk to you? Okay, I touched the tree. You sure are. Oh. Okay, yeah, now we're... Yeah. Am I supposed to shoot these people just because that's the only other action I seem to have? Or is there like a hidden switch somewhere? This little file is just where the door was, right? Yeah. 10 objects remain. 4 smiley faces. Fountain. 5 more? Oh, did I actually try touching the fountain? Video game? Oh, there had to be at least some for the tree, where I talked to the guy who was in the tree. What am I supposed to do here? Oh no! Ah. Sure, show me your secret. No. Oh, it's my zoom machine that goes up. Secret zoom machine, thank you. That's a gnarly looking helicopter. Oh wow. Okay, we're rocking an engine. Take my word, it's helicopter. The object is to get to the beach. Easy. And right on the red dot. Whoa. Oh, okay. I assumed left and right were to turn and not immediately go in that direction. So I died. Where's the... Okay, the red dot up there. Okay, if only I could use my helicopter to fly over these buildings. Easy game for babies? I gotta stick the landing though. Oh, I did. Easy game for babies. Wow! Good job, Jay. Congratulations. I would have done more with more time, but I don't have the time, so this is the end. Okay. No, that was like the best one yet. For this week, at least. I'm still impressed by this secretly incredibly powerful action team technique that he came up with. That's gonna stick with me. I'm gonna remember that. Good job, Jay. Your first game, not bad. Shame about all the wacky, crazy people at the end, but I don't think anybody could have been surprised by that given the title. And your game works, even when it was a little obtuse. No cheating actually necessary for this one. Actually just beat the game. I don't know why it says... Oh, well, it says Carnage because there was Carnage to create the credits. Not that the name of the game is suddenly Carnage. Alright. The Psychiatric Ward. Unexpected hit. It's a little bit early, but I'm going to run my break. I think I'm only going to do like one more of these, maybe 2. This would be the ideal time for that. Around, we'll be back in a few more minutes with a BioVis game. Sedimental Worries. I know. We'll listen to that proper when we get back. Just a few minutes. Stick around. Welcome back, everyone. Let's see what BioVis is bringing to this. Sedimental Worries. I know at the very least that this one was well received enough that it did get a remake. There is a graphical update for this game. Music is fun. fun. Alright, Viobis, what do you got for us? For the Sedimental Worries. World of Terror, Desperate Marking. Continue on. A man knows how to work with slime as a medium. Guess we'll start with the World of Terror. Ah. The greets. The judges. Chucky, Adam, HM, Dark Mage, and Myth. A high greeting to Eagle Rock Interactive members. Hi. Firing poems by Voight, Poe, Jade Dust. Semi-beta tester, sorta, kinda, but not really. Me, Ribbit, Golden Hog, and my bro, myself, the one who made this thing, to this annoying credits, and bleh. Now I really can't speak. Annoying credits screen, the world of unicorns, Tim Sweeney, I guess, and then of course Josh. He's a kid. Yes, if you care, there aren't borders, move boulders. What's annoying about this credits screen? I guess we can soft lock ourselves. Joosh? Could be Joosh. How about some desperate markings before we continue on? Story. Gosh. The words of silence. What desperate librarians use to calm the voices of haunting children. The ones who dislike all. They speak for the sedimentary rock. The rock as the mascot of the world. But fear to the test. Scare the people away. You are, as they say, the man in the deserts of Texas hell. You are one of the better people. Basically, you are what stops life from going outburst. Security is what the place needs. Hell. Hell, Texas? Okay, yes. Hell, Texas, a city not too far from Gosh, has its main transportation unit. It is the Simple train. Simple? Yes. But its passengers. Train game. Passengers are of but bastards in the ongoing transportation unit. All normal passengers are of unstableness in quality of life when compared to the city nearest to hell. Has the name cursed such a large amount of rural folks? Maybe it is the case. It is pain, suffering from everyone because of the high-class villains. The people of Gosh City. Ugh. They take advantage of the weak humans of hell and power the train of life. This is where you come in. I still don't really know what I'm going to be doing here. Oh. Oh. Again, the slime. You play as a young lad, Jarska Variosa. Got... I like her do-rag, actually. That's pretty good. You've got powerful teeth, though, that's for sure. Excellent portrait. You, Jarska, are a very hard type of person to find. You know various important skills that other commoners do not know. This includes your powerful, clever way to hide and wander about in corners. You basically are part of the train system. Not only does the train of hell hold passengers, but freight, break, bulk. That's a tongue twister. Freight, break, bulk. You are a trained detective who hides about and holds out important tasks of this surreal life, like clearing away thieves who take the cargo. Or in another word, freight. You are the guardian of the freight. You must guard all criminals who take the freight. This is your important task. You are also the guardian of the hopeless, too. They are behind your main job, yet they are important, too. Based on the past of being behind in your life, you feel sorry for yourself and focus your coping with helping the others who starve behind others and need a cure in life. Continuing on is your choice. We all got that? Not sure if I do, but I think we're going to be the friendly trained detective who stops the thieves and helps the poor people? Question mark? Nothing left to do but continue on. Here we are in our bed. Very wordy, this one. Getting out of bed is a happy feeling? Uh-huh, as he would say. Seeming that his life only goes downfall from here day by day. Time for things to change. Glorify the fact you found a house. Get up and go walk to your work environment. Sigh as you go to relieve the stress that will occur later today. That's the alarm clock? It would certainly get me out of bed. Or? Oh, that's actually deliberate. You don't see that very often. Or outside. Interesting. The fun use of how passages get priority. You continue up the path you really wish to not drift towards. Candlelight in your soul goes out because of the sun and the fact that it isn't needed or wanted by anyone besides Variosa. You. The Viovis game, alright. Break away your pain and energy. The train has arrived. It's a little rural village in Hell, Texas. Enter, good spy, and admire the good other houses available you may buy. That's the train? Or is this the station? So you are late, says Craig. It appears I am, because I feel like I was just attacked by 20 kittens at one period of time. Really got away with words. Don't get me wrong, Craig, who is the one of powerful train driving skills. I've heard this happen before. I do not want to bring up my painful past, that is. Fair enough. Haunt me with these stories you bring. I'd have to let you in this place and do your normal duties before your enchanting stories make me flee in terror. Thanks for the compliment. You're just too painful for some. I will curse you no more, for this town is already put under enough trouble. I will aboard and make the ride more enjoyable for all. Thank you. Please help all you can. I will get out of your way and let you in. And so he goes on board. I'm kind of liking the weird dialogue, honestly. Ah, okay. Somehow this reads this train. Oh, okay, it's moving. Kind of. A lot of life. Spare your life. Forgive it no... Read this. Spare your life. Forgive it more into it, and make yourself happy, no matter what pain, what torture, what hell, or what environment you are in. Life isn't that easy. You are asking for one to forget everything. Exactly. The sun has risen and hates all of me. It wants me to burn to a crisp. May the sun make you happy, even though it is just a bright bomb that is ticking to turn into a black hole. Sun is an onerous name from far back when it actually was a sun. Now it's just a red dwarf, burning the world, causing people to feel pain, and that is all. I guess the ideas have gotten to you. I guess self-death is the only way. Stage where there is only depression and the world is the avenger. Gosh, this depresses me. I will never be here again. I would rather be drowned by a landfill of ashes. I never know what to make of Viovis games. Normal old boulders. Someone's taken the freight. Have you seen the criminal? Asks World of Dragons. Asks me to World of Dragons. I believe the thief went that way. RPG battle, even in this. We will not be spared. You encounter the man who has taken all of the important things of life, such as canned foods and clothing that the foolish has the right to wear. You encounter the man face to face in a battle with your primary weapon, your gun. Attack with gun. You shoot your gun. He shoots his gun. This RPG is average. I mean, given the ones we've been seeing, I guess. Average, but average means bad. This seems very deliberate, at least. Quite aware that he's just putting this RPG battle in the most, like, yeah, RPG battle kind of way. RPG Joshua. You've successfully saved the freight cargo and have restored peace for the young for a little while. Okay. The man you have attacked, an old man, he stole the cargo. Ariosa asked for reason in attacking him and taking the freight break bulk rate. He just stayed idle and gave the face of terror. He was, indeed, a wounded foe with bleeding points and flesh. Please let me continue. The boards are certainly striking. You can just look at any one of these without any context. He does look a bit gingerbread, actually, now that you mention it. Red man got shot. Oh, side-scroller RPG time. Oh, we're having fun. Talk to the passengers to ensure they are all honest. Am I the blue guy down there? I'm going to try and jump. Okay, that's me. I love train platforming. Hello, you found me. I assume you are the average passenger. Sad but true, Mr. Guard. Now, I have pressing business to do. Along, sir. Quite the train. Hello, you are average enough. Yes, I am named Orange, and I am here on this train to pick up my son. Well, you are okay, ma'am. Carry on. Whoa. Oh, hang on. How floaty is this jump? We get more air when we sidestep, as long as we continue to go up. That's kind of neat. Place your coat on the hat rack. Suspicious. Absolutely nothing wrong with this hat rack, but what is it doing here? My money's on the hat rack. For our next thief. Oh, it's World of Dragons. You helped me earlier, didn't you? Thanks. World of Dragons. Oh, this is Dragons of World. World isn't safe at all for a specimen lesser than moi. How depressing the world really is. Indeed, I am lucky to be alive with a semi-stable occupation. Are you armed with any weapons? Nope, only natural defenses, such as the ability to breathe gas. Wanna see? I really don't. Well, nice meeting you, and World of Dragons. Goodbye. Oh yeah, you can make some really long jumps with this. You are named Thief. A bit obvious on your occupation, perhaps? No, I was cursed by this name. Ever since, I've been called by this after one incident. It's sad. I will say so. Well, you sound okay. I hit the ceiling. Yeah, look at this. Look at that leap. A heart gives people power. If I hold the button, I can hold gravity. I can't really, like, criticize side-scrolling at all, because it's not really meant to be a challenge or anything. It's kind of beneficial that you can just be extremely floaty if you want. Okay, It is then that Jarska Variosta finds that this place is filled with depressed individuals who have nothing else in life that they want to do, no matter how much Jarska mediates. The only way to stop the thieves, help the needy, and abolish the greed is to destroy the entire place once and for all. The end. Oh. That it? All of these games that sound like they might actually go somewhere, they really don't want to. Now that it's the end, there's no more in the ruins of Hell, Texas, except one scripture, a poem, specify the type. It says, a world you do not need to know about. Ariosta. Oh, we're still going though, huh? Misfortune Rises. It's a really striking game, at least. I can see this one doing well, like, just for that. I mean, this actually, yeah, this did get 3rd place. I think people were just enamored by its weirdness. This awe environment is what is needed. Work in the medium time. Welded behind the bars are the magnetic conflicts we fear. Nice lettering. Are you alone? Shadow the ditched overlay. I'm assuming, I hope these all go to the same place. How about you? Only few species have survived. Good colors. They run astray? Where we live life here is something we all hate. What was this man making this game at like 5 in the morning? Whether or not we are good or bad. Somehow, you observers pity my decision and regret it all the way. Why can't you naive shitheads be glad? I don't know, something about that to me said that it was going to actually be ammo. Note from anthropologists 2,000 years later after the crisis. Oh, is this going to be our explanation? Basically, after long periods of time, Hell, Texas has been in darker and darker depths. The people were just unsatisfied due to crime and hunger. The pain of the sun is another stressor to the residents. Well, Jarska Variosta was a train detective. He would be sure that the crime was kept low and that the cargo in the train was left untouched by thieves or other sources. After speaking to many, many disturbed train passengers, he felt he needed to destroy the entire place and set the souls of the righteous free, and the souls of the greedy, unrighteous people to their everlasting pain in a place known as Hell. I myself think this was the only way the residents here could be happy. Legends and this disturbing poem is all that is left. Besides this never-ending aura of ashes, the pain of the past will never end. History will repeat itself. I hope that it will, because this place is only getting worse. Oh. Jake Span, anthropologist. Huh. I'm... Oh, this is going to actually get intense because we have game overed. Oh, actually, it seems like it's struggling, and that's kind of slowing it down. Now that it's trying to change so many tiles at once. Okay. So, it's not making it. Don't want to dwell on that for too long. Oh. I don't know what its ambitions necessarily were, but it felt ambitious. It seemed more than anything like it was trying to hold your attention in a way that many of the other games really weren't. I can see people taking an interest in this just because of how unusual it is. And we saw another Viovis game in the last contest, I think it was. We saw Hotel Noah. And I feel like this is more interesting than that one was, despite both of them still going for this kind of the Viovis art style, as it were. Lots of unusual tile choices for just weird looking backgrounds. Character cycling, letters and such. Strange game. I don't know about third place necessarily, but you can definitely see some kids playing this and just really being like, whoa. He blew up the train to save the people, but he saved them by killing. No more worries. Sediment today. Alright. I think we gotta stop here because we're running out of games. I'd like to get one more week out of this. Yeah, we'll save. That's going to be the first place winner. Definitely save that for next week. Yeah, and I know some of these are short. Okay, so we're going to call it here. Well, that part of it. We're going to actually do our own judging, as it were, and see where I'm at. We don't have the official score sheet for this. We don't have any of the judges' scores or anything. All we know is the top 3 games for this fear game that we'll see next week. Night Terror, Sedimental Worries. And I'm curious how well all that stuff still aligns today. Again, this is just me. I ain't claiming ownership. I ain't claiming that my opinions somehow matter more than the opinions of the people in 1998. But if I were a judge, this is where how I'd be rating things. Not out of 10, out of S through D. So we started with Infestaphobia, which I had some high hopes for, because Infestation 2 was kind of neat, but its only real complaint was that it was a bit long in the tooth. And, you know, with only 24 hours to go, I figured that would be an easy thing to avoid just by virtue of the time limit. But instead, we only got the repetitive parts. And then it broke at the end. It had good art, cool title screen, some impressive gore. Trying to remember specifically. I still think Night Terror was better, just Night Terror vaguely had a theme to it that was like shown in its gameplay. Trying to remember. Oh, Fear was like the very first one. That's the maggot game. It was what? That's the one with like the unwinnable RPGs? Yeah, okay, that's an easy one to beat. There's kind of a gulf there. I think that one only wound up in C because it was the first one played. So Infestaphobia, playable, but you're not gonna enjoy it, and then it's gonna stop being playable at the end when it would finally get interesting with its giant centipede and surprise chest burst art at the end that you won't get to see until you look at it in the editor, and kind of sucks the surprise out of it. And when newbies attack, which was I guess it was kind of a better Infestaphobia, and that's about it. The navigation was horrible though. It had humor that just didn't hold up. It was tracking it. It had really weird priorities thinking about it. Like showing you enemies in different rooms on different boards and then tracking if you kill them or not so it could get rid of them. Just why did you even make that a feature? Especially with how small the rooms were. You could have just had everything on like one board. So honestly, that one wasn't very impressive either. But that one, I think it felt like it tried and failed, where Infestaphobia just kind of really went through the motions. I think that coolzx was just like, oh, this series that I make is applicable to this theme. Well, let me just crank one of these out in an hour. I'll still give that to Win Newbies Attack. Is that actually better than Night Terror? Both of them. I mean, it did say it was Resident Evil inspired, and Night Terror was also a explore spooky mansion with zombies. Hmm. Well, Night Terror. You know, if it wasn't for the bad humor, just the complete flop of all its jokes, I think I would have given it to Night Terror, or not Night Terror, to Newbies over Night Terror. But Newbies wanted me to laugh at it, and I didn't. So I think that's gonna. Then we had the Psychiatric ward, which that's one where I didn't have very high hopes. I was assuming we were going to either be fighting our way out of the mental hospital or fighting the people in the mental hospital. And it mostly avoided that until like the second to last board, where suddenly it couldn't resist throwing in its laughing people jokes and stuff. It was a little obtuse, but I really think that the technique it had for letting you bind enemies to save space. I don't even think that the author even realized that they did that. That they had this like brilliant idea on a tiny board with two guys where it wasn't even needed like whatsoever. They said it was their first game, and I think they did a pretty good job of it. Gonna be definitely above like Night Terror. ZZ Owl was more big bosses, but it was basically when Newbies attack, but like better. Here, I don't know where to put Doom. Okay, yeah, no, I think it was probably better than that Doom game. If not by much. Is it an A? I think if it was just easier to tell. Yeah, enemy morale is one way to do it. I think if it just did more with it has this really good action sequence idea, and then it didn't actually do any other action sequences where it would have really gotten a chance to shine. I couldn't find the hidden pea shooter. It was more because the door out of my cell opened so early. I figured I was just gonna like go back to that board later and hide something. I think with just a few tweaks, that would have been honestly contender for like top 3. Honestly, yeah, left, go left. Thank you. I'm gonna go with there, even though functionally it's no different than putting it up here in terms of actual top to bottom rating. But I was impressed. I would like to see more. Really good stuff for first ever ZZT release, at the very least. Then lastly, Sedimental Worries. What do I make of that? It looked neat. It was certainly weird. Most of Iovis's games that I've played, honestly, I haven't clicked with. I think they look cool, but I feel like none of the text really has all that much meaning to it. I don't think this one's all that different, but I do feel like it was one of the more approachable ones. I understood that I was a man on a train searching for thieves and stopping thieves, and kind of getting in over my head at like how miserable the state of the world is. It's Red Dwarf's son. where does that rate against these other games? Got third place in the actual contest. I don't think I'm giving it third place. I don't even know if I think it's better than her. Yeah, I think Might Tear is a good anchor point. I think just under there. Again, it's just me. Other people clicked with this more, and also when you're like 13 years old and playing this stuff, it can be like a mind-blowing experience. But yeah, I get it. Things suck. Man decided to just pull the plug and wrote a weird poem. Cool visuals. Unexpected RPG and side scroller. I do like that. I do feel like that's a bit of a statement there. Just like the ZZTers demand engines. They don't care if they're good or if they're integral to what the game is. Ooh, you made an RPG in 24 hours. Wow, and a side-scrolling engine too. Like, appealing to that kind of thing. I could see that boosting the scores a bit back then. Now I'm just like, you didn't need to actually do this if you didn't want to. I think that's where I'm gonna call it. That's looking okay. Yeah, the overall quality on this contest isn't quite as high as before, but it seems like people are still definitely trying. They're mostly just like short and repetitive. Don't really do a whole lot. Short and repetitive, extremely repetitive. Is extremely repetitive, and you can't get through it. It seems like this one is very cookie cutter. People figure out how to make one board, and then they make as many boards as they have time to make. Everything seems to be wearing out its welcome. That's where I'm at. And I think that is where I am going to call it. So I'm going to switch us over to the credits here and say our farewells. That will do it then for today. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for sticking around for my incredible opinions on ZZT games made 26 years ago. You may not like them, but I guess technically I should be publishing these little tier makers in case anybody else watching these is like, yeah, I'd like to, this is what I was feeling, seeing them. That could be fun. I should actually do that. Probably just do that for the next one. It's a bit late now. Now that is going to do it for today. We will be back again next Friday. We're going to be playing some more Super ZZT, 6 o'clock Pacific. We're going to be starting The Long Journey by Chris Jong. Never played it. Loved his ZZT games. His Super ZZT games are looking equally vibrant. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And it'll give us something to do next year. Make a joke about a really long journey. And then that also means next Sunday, November 2nd at noon Pacific, we again playing through these 24 hours of ZZT games, and we should be able to get through the rest of this contest then. We'll wrap things up and see what the final rankings are. I do know daylight savings. We are playing with the clocks then, so hopefully the schedule times end up being correct. Will be whatever noon Pacific means on Sunday, November 2nd. So if you are in a non-American time zone, double check the schedule, double check the timing. If I'm wrong, if I misaligned things, please let me know so I can fix it too. Alright, thank you all for watching, hope you all had fun, and hope to see you all next time.